Today is April 27, 11:33 a.m. We detected unusual options on First Republic Bank, FRC. And so in this video, we are going to first identify these unusual options, and then we're going to analyze them to find out what direction this is. And then third, we're going to follow up on our shorts and trades to see if we're going to take some off, or what should we do with our shorts. Should we take profits now or add to them? So without further ado, let's get right into it. The unusual options we saw today were these 4,500 of them. They were done at 10:04. You'll see these May 19s at the 6 strike calls and these 7 strike calls. So we believe they're selling the 6 strikes and buying the 7 strikes. This makes sense because when we look at the options tape, you'll see that the open interest at 6 is quite higher than the lower. It's quite lower than the volume. So we know these are opening orders. Same with the 7 strike. Also, open interest is much lower than the current volume. So these 7s and the 6s, what are they doing? Well, because we're currently trading at 6, they are selling the 6 strike calls and taking advantage of this high volatility. So sell options, if you don't know already, but you sell options when volatility is high. And currently, because of this crash on FRC, you'll see here that today's IV percentile is quite high, 93%, and implied volatility 463. So selling options is a good thing when volatility is high, because you're collecting even more premium than usual for selling options. And so this trade is a bearish trade where you're selling the option, and so it is above the 0 line as the price goes down. So this is bearish, and that's why we are also selling some of our options. We have already sold this option trade because it was already close to this max profit, because we had bought the 12 strike puts and sold the 8 strike puts, and because we're so below 8 now, we're at 6, it has already reached our max profit. So we closed off and sold that position already. And so we are left with this current position on the 10 strike puts only. So you'll see here on our only trade left on this is our 10 strike puts over here. And you also notice that there is 20,000 open interest, and it's going for about 390, 380, right? And we only had got it for $60 initially. So if you didn't watch that video, we'll put that at the end of this video so you can see how we predicted this based on these unusual options when we got it for 60 cents, and which is basically $60. Currently the profit is at about 320, right? 320 profit on this. So if you take 320 and you divide it by our initial investment of the 60, you get the percent multiplied by 100 for percent, you get 533% profit so far on this short. So this is there's no limit on this because we didn't sell an option on this. So as this drops more, it will be increasing more profit because we are well above this 0 line. So we are closing some of these positions, but we're also leaving some for tomorrow as it expires tomorrow. because it could drop some more, but we are closing up some of our contracts. We had many contracts at this 10 strike here, and so taking some profits. Had slightly a little recovery here at 10% in comparison to this whole drop. It's very minor. And so, yeah, that's our analysis so far on FRC. Again, if you haven't watched that video that we made on this date, April 18, when we got into these 10 strike puts, definitely recommend watching that so you learn how we predicted this and then held on to it. Even though it was getting kind of at a loss here because it was rallying up, and many people were saying that maybe this stock is going to rally for earnings, but we held on to our shorts because of these unusual options telling us the direction that the large institutions were doing, and so it came true after earnings, dropped down, and now we are at this 533% on these 10 strike puts. So very successful trade. Watch that video on this date and you'll learn. All right. Please like this video. Helps us make more videos. And subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell icon and you'll be notified when we see unusual options. Take care, everybody.